Hello, world. Sometimes unconsciously, we don't know how our brain is wired. How is your brain wired? You have some people in this world that seems to have the Midas touch. That seems to everything that they set out to achieve, they do it. They're successful in 90% of their ventures. It's almost like they got good luck. It's almost like somebody's taking favor for them. But that's not true. It all breaks down and boils down to how your brain is wired. That goes into neural pathways. There goes to synapses pruning. That goes into the wiring of the brain. That goes into what is your brain wired and connected to success, or your brain is wired for lack. Your brain is wired for disappointment, because you might go through life and it's been disappointing. And that creates these neural pathways for you to just to expect that. That also goes into the way your internal state of being is. That also plays into how you feel worthy about yourself or deserving about yourself. How is your brain wired? Some people's brain are wired for success and abundance. Some people's brain are wired for lack, unworthiness, or they feel empowered, not powered. I'm saying all that to say this. If you could program the brain, the mind, which we've all have had done, we've all been programmed at some point in time. So if your brain is programmable, if your brain is malleable, if your brain and thoughts can change, then you can rewire your brain for abundance, success. You can actually do this now. Before, I think, let's say years ago, scientists and people didn't believe that our brain was malleable. It was able to change. It was able to establish new ways of thinking and everything. We thought, for the most part, everything is fixed. That's the way it is. That's the way my life is going to be. Remember those thoughts? You know, what's happening for him is not happening for me. Everybody's not supposed to have that. Only is select. Only if you came from this, you can be that. But that's not true. Our brains are able to create new neural pathways for success. And when I say neural pathways, forget the science part of it. Think of it like this. Like your brain has a whole bunch of roads and highways, let's say. And your brain might be only taking you on this highway of lack, of scarcity, then you know that I can rewire my brain. I could do this 21 days and start creating new habits. Now, just like a road, we're going to create a new road for you to travel down, which leads to success. Not the same road that you've been going down that's leading you to scarcity or lack of. No, now you're wired for success and abundance. Because you program the mind to think, you program the body to feel, you program and create a new state of being that takes you down the path of success and abundance. So, in other words, you creating new neural pathways that's automatically going to lead you to that success and abundance. But science, neurologists, even show videos of how your brain connects and creates different highways, let's say, different paths that lead you to abundance and success. It's called your map of reality. You just change your map of reality. Right now, the map of your reality is leading you here. You don't like where the road is going, you change your thoughts, your feelings, emotions, actions, and you start carving out a new road that is going to lead you to the things that you want in life, that is going to take you to that next step of achievement, that's going to take you to that successful path and journey. You're not thinking small no more. You know for certain that the way I'm thinking, the way I'm acting, the way I'm showing up, my state of being, is going to take me to this destination of success, abundance, love, good health. Because I'm going to say this and say it again and say it some more. We're not dealing with the physical world. You think it's physical, but you know for certain it is a mental game. If you change your mind, you change your experiences, you change your outcomes. So it's a mental game. Everything that ever was and will be created in this world starts here. That's how powerful here is. You just need to tap into here. You need to have the consistency, the persistence, the will to change this, and you change that. Hello, world.